Why does a man stare at you but never approach you? I made a video talking about this before, but some of you are new here, so I thought I'd spin the block. So the first thing to understand is that if men are going to do anything, men are going to stare. I always tell you, the same women that a lot of women are programmed to desire love and relationships above all else, that is the same way that a lot, if not most men, are programmed to desire sex before all else. So the first thing a man is looking to see when interacting with women, and often almost subconscious, is whether he's sexually attracted to her. Now, men are cheap hoes, so it's all based on face value. And the thing about women in men's eyes is there's so many of them. There's so many different types. There's so many different heights. There's so many different weights. There's so many different skin tones. There's so many different accents. There's so many different eye shapes. And when it comes to sex, men want to try every variety in as many different mixes as they can. And yes, men will sleep with you because they find you attractive, but it's not even just the surface level attraction. Ladies, let me break it down for you. A man might want to sleep with you because you're tall and he's short and he just wants to see how it is sleeping with a tall girl. You might be bandy-legged and a man might just want to see how it is sleeping with a bandy-legged girl. You might have big lips and a man might want to see what it's like with your lips. Like, I'm being very intense here because I want you to understand how crude of a level men think about sex on. So by higher programming, a man will always be looking to see if something attracts him. Maybe not with the conscious thought, but that's just how he's programmed. So men look straight. Men look at you even if they think you're dating, they will look. Now, another reason a man might look but not approach is because he is not allowed to approach. So maybe he has a wife, maybe he has a girlfriend. Side note, there are some sleazeballs who have a wife and girlfriend and are not supposed to look and not supposed to approach, but do so anyway. I'm not talking about those ones. But God is watching you. Anyway, a lot of men in relationships who don't necessarily want to cheat on their girlfriends or in a position where they can't in peace will look. And because they're getting that same energy back from you, they will want to cultivate that energy even though there isn't an actual conversation there. Because one thing men love being around is sexual energy. They love being around females for that energy. So if you are having that energy with a man, even though he knows it's not going to go any further, some men enjoy being in that energy. Another reason men will look but not approach is because they want you to approach them, honey. Jesus, when are you coming? They want you to seek them out, ask about them, ask, who's that? Oh, who's that? Or, find out, research them or slide in their DMs or like their page. They want to instill that in you. So they feel like staring gives you enough juice to be fired up to do that. And a lot of the times what's behind that is men know they're setting you up. So they know that they just want to experience you sexually, but they don't want to pursue you because then it's like they pursued you. So then they look that bad guy. But if they let you pursue them, then when it happens and everything's done, but they're like, you came and spoke to me, you came and did this. Or they have a partner that, they're not supposed to go out and look for, but then they will give you enough juice through the staring so that you approach them. So then when you find out what you find out, or when they tell you, I'm in a relationship, but I didn't approach you, you approached me. So it automatically gives them like this get out of jail free card. Now, men will try and hit you with but what if I'm shy? Oh, so you're going to let her make you not approach and then you're going to miss your blessing. Women want to be equal. Women want to be equal now. Baby, if you don't go chop a log of wood and stop yapping. Women, let me tell it to you direct. Men want you to shoot your shot at them because they think then that you are more open sexually and you are going to be quicker to get in the bed. I don't know if that's true or not, but the fervent desire for which men want to be approached makes me think that it is. Let me tell you, as women, we do too much to be shooting our shot. These men are not doing enough to be sitting there waiting for somebody to come and shoot their shot at them. If you watch my videos, I always say women are who men think they are. It's so funny. Women do everything that men do and then more just by their biology. So the having the babies, the time of the month, all that, but then also paying the bills, navigating a house, looking after a house, looking after children, going to work. Everything that men do, women do. And it's so contradictory because men will say they want to be approached, which, let's be for real, is beta. Then as the approach of the woman becomes an alpha, then they will say they don't want an alpha woman in the home. They want a woman who's submissive. And like, make up your mind, baby boy. So women, the first thing you need to understand about men is they are always contradictory. So you guys be coming on my page talking about, oh, this contradicts what you said in the other video. I know! We're talking about men. It's always going to contradict. But it doesn't mean those two things can't be true at the same time. The reality is, I am very scared, as should you be, of a man who takes the rejection of a simple no thank you, I'm not interested, so to heart that it has broken him to the fact that he can never approach another woman again. It's giving, you need therapy, because it's not that deep. But women, we're falling for it every single time. Stop shooting your shot at these men. It is a dangerous game you're playing. And yes, I know there are some women who have shot their shot and life is good. But that is why I always say, and I'm saying it right now, to end, there is always an exception to the rule. For best results, assume it's not you.
When you're in a group with a guy and he doesn't make direct eye contact with you when he's laughing, it's probably a big sign that he's not that interested in you. Another thing you can look out for is when you guys are in that group, all you have to do to test him if he likes you is simply put your arms around the guy that is next to you or around you and see what changes in their body language towards you. Do they make eye contact with you and like analyze the situation? Or better yet, simply drink out of the water bottle that's in your hand and see if the guy is gonna copy it. If they copy any sort of movement or mannerism that you are doing, it's a big sign that they do in fact like you. Because we are psychologically inclined to copy the people that we like or want to be like. And last but not least, in a group setting, guys are much more likely to be as close to you as possible or standing across from you if they actually have some feelings towards you. So if they're either next to you or across from you so that they get good vision of you, that is a huge sign that they are very much interested in you and just want to be around you or look at you as much as possible. I have hundreds of these psychology tricks, so please let me know in the comment section if you want a part 2.
So this tweet is going viral on Twitter, and I get so many comments that are asking this exact question: why do men hold on to women they don't want a relationship with? So let's dive into what the men say. Men holding on to women they don't want is like keeping a grocery store receipt, not sure why it's still in the pocket but afraid to let it go just in case. Because they are still looking for the one and feel as though they can do better. Comfort, convenience, fear of loneliness, and desire for physical intimacy. Something to clench in the meantime until they find their right girl. Because when the other women in his roster fall off, he will come running back to that other chick because she will always take him back with open arms. Pretty much all the fucking responses were like the ones I just read. Sad, but it's so fucking common, not only with guys staying with girls they don't want, but girls staying with guys they don't want because they rather be with somebody than be alone, or they rather the convenience of constant intimacy, or they rather just keep somebody there until they find someone better. So if you're in a relationship with somebody and they are not fucking treating you right and you feel like they're just with you to be with you, bitch, please fucking leave. And stop thinking, oh, they're still with me, they must love me. Oh, but he won't leave. Go back and read these tweets.